All right, well, Texas Tech isn't hiding it, ladies and gentlemen. They are angling for the Big Ten. And you know what? I applaud them. Okay. Texas Tech is red hot right now. All right. They obviously just crushed Utah. They're in the top 15. Everybody is talking about the Red Raiders, not just across the Big 12, but across the country. And hey, by the way, we just got TV numbers. Over 4 million people watched that game against Utah, just over the number that K-State Iowa State got at the beginning of the year. So people are paying attention. And this is coming off of an offseason in which Texas Tech had the number one portal haul. They continue to land elite recruit after elite recruit, including earlier this week. We saw that they got crystal balled for Kavian Bryant, who is Rivals' number one quarterback in the 2027 class. Okay, another high-level prospect that Texas Tech is bringing in for the future. Of course, a lot of this has been bankrolled by Cody Campbell, who not only is providing them with the resources to do this, but also is generating a ton of buzz and interest as one of the biggest names in college football right now. He is a guy that has a lot of influence over the future of where the sport is going. So it's like everything's coming up Red Raiders. Oh, by the way, Patrick Mahomes has played in 3 straight Super Bowls. He's a Texas Tech alum. Texas Tech is all in. And that is a lot of the premise of this video. Yes, it's going to be about a specific tweet and comment that was made by the university president that to me seems to be really angling toward, hey, Big Ten is where we could see this going. But it's really just about how Tech is there's so much symmetry at Texas Tech about how all in everybody is right now at this moment that is so damn important in the history of college athletics and then even university-wide. The dynamics of people wanting to go to college, dealing with the massive debt that comes with college degrees, like we're at a pretty important, I think, crossroads with just attending universities in general. And Texas Tech from the top down just seems to get it, man. And that I can't hate on, even if it means that Tech is not just trying to optimize for the Big 12. They're trying to optimize for whatever other conference may want them. They're just doing what's in their best interest. Okay. Because I know you might look at this and say, well, John, we're going to start talking about Texas Tech in the Big Ten. First of all, weird fit. Okay. What are you talking about? Second of all, shouldn't Texas Tech be focused on like dominating the Big 12 first? Like what? Texas Tech gets one big win in the Big 12 when they are relevant nationally for the first time in over a decade. And now they're going to jump ship. Well, first of all, this all started in 2024. Okay. If we want to trace the roots back on this thing, but also it's just smart business. It's just smart business. Okay. The Big 12 be great for now. We'll see if Texas Tech is going to take over as the dominant brand. They certainly, from a financial standpoint, are as well positioned as anybody. And they have a head start by the way that they have used these resources. But you'd be silly right now to not aggressively play all sides of this and try to best position yourself. Okay. So let's start with this tweet, because this is why I created the video, was seeing this tweet and seeing this like out of context. You might be like, okay, John, what exactly does this mean? Okay. So we're talking about Texas Tech here, right? And it's what you're seeing here is a quote from Lawrence Chovanec. I may be botching the last name there. I remember trying to say his name a long time ago and getting crushed for it. So if I'm saying it wrong, crush me in the comments. But he's the university president at Texas Tech. And this is a quote from his State of the University address. So he says, quote, AAU membership is not an end in itself, but it is a marker of excellence. AAU institutions are recognized as the nation's leading research universities, and membership would affirm Texas Tech's place among the top tier of higher education institutions in the country. Okay, so this comes from the Texas Tech University Twitter account. Now, I am skeptical. I will look, you might say, John, they're just trying to best position themselves as a university in general. Why would you immediately jump to this being about football? I saw a little bit of that in the comments to this. Guys, they put it on Twitter. Okay. The university knows what Twitter is going to do with that because Twitter is so sports focused. Everybody is focused on football and what all of this means. And AAU status is basically a prereq for Big Ten membership. Okay. The AAU, let's see. I asked ChatGPT to give me the full breakdown here. It stands for the Association of American Universities, nonprofit organization made up of 71 leading research universities in the U.S. and Canada. Membership is by invitation only, and it's considered highly prestigious. Okay. You have to have good research, academic programs, faculty quality, and contributions to innovation and education. So all Big Ten schools right now, except for Nebraska, are AAU members. And Nebraska was an AAU member when they joined the Big Ten. Okay. So you can look at that as, in essence, a prereq to get into the Big Ten conference. And that is why you put this out there on Twitter. Texas Tech knows what they're doing here. Okay. Especially when I see everything else that's going on at the university, how much they seem to get it right now. And they understand they knew what they would spark by putting that out there as a quote. Lawrence Chovanec has talked about this for over a year. It was the last State of the University address where this first came up, that he's like trying to chart a path for Texas Tech to get in there, basically. Okay. So here, according to the Lubbock Avalanche Journal, are the 4 tenets of the plan. Hire new faculty in areas of research strength, enhance faculty retention and success, enhance services and resources to support faculty and student research, and improve facilities and instrumentation that support research. So there is an official plan here on how they're going to try and get that prestigious invite into the AAU. Yes, I'm sure the university wants this for more reasons than just football, but it really helps. And when you say everyone's pulling in the same direction and doing things aggressively that are beneficial to everybody, utilizing whatever resources you have, which if you're Texas Tech, you've got a lot of them right now. You got a ton of them, and Texas Tech is doing that all across the board. This is very smart, okay? This is very, very smart. Does this guarantee anything? Is it, Texas Tech gets the AAU invite in 2 years, and I have like no idea what the timeline would be on that, how long it would really take, but I'm just throwing that number out there. 2 years, 3 years from now, they get it. Okay, Big Ten, it's guaranteed. No, of course it's not guaranteed. The Big Ten is still very stuffy. Okay, they may very well still look down on Texas Tech. It may not happen anyway, but why not give yourself the best opportunity to do it while doing something great for the university as well, trying to become more than what it has been. Like Texas Tech just right now senses this moment where we can turbocharge what we are as a university, as an athletics program, football, basketball, softball, right? As we've seen, whatever it is, we're going to use in this era of being, just a total arms race, more so than it always has been. We're going to flex our muscle here, and they're doing it. So I'm envious of it. I'm envious of it. And that's as a Big 12 observer, Big 12 fan, someone who covers the league, I think it's a great thing. Like every Big 12 school should be trying to position itself as best it possibly can for the Power 2, if that's the world that we're going to be living in. Now, Cody Campbell may also be able to create a workable solution that's going to make the Big 12 much more viable. And I have another video that's going to be dropping here soon about potentially like equal playoff access for every single conference. So maybe this won't be necessary, but you always want to be putting yourself in the best spot. And I'm not going to hate on that. Okay. I'm envious coming from the perspective of someone that's a grad of a different Big 12 school, where I'm like, man, I would love for every Big 12 school to be, have this level of symmetry and this level of like pushing the chips all in right now, baby. So Texas Tech continues to do it. We'll see what it means for the future of their opportunity to latch on to the Big Ten, but kudos to them for trying to get that AAU status and performing the way they are in football right now, not landing yet, being crystal balled for another elite recruit. Tech is doing things the right way, and I salute them. Salute Texas Tech.